What's going on, guys? We are back, stronger than ever. I did a lot of learning today, so I'm hoping that I could take you guys on this journey. Definitely shout out to this YouTuber called A330 Driver. He definitely showed me a lot today. So definitely looking forward to fly. Let me see here real quick. I am trying to get my notes open because I want to apply a lot of the stuff I learned today. I definitely should have had my computer on this side actually, but it's okay. We'll just rock with what we have. So we got the A320, and then we're gonna get we're gonna also have our other things we need to say. I could actually open this on the side. There we go. Love it. All right. So we got our little cheat sheet here on the side. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then we got our little, just making sure the chat is up. Okay, cool. So chat is up and we are good to go. Let's go ahead and start this. So we're going to be flying from KLAX. Actually, first, let's go ahead and check where things are at right now. All right, so 1 second. All right. So if we went ahead and checked right now, so we're in the California. Ooh, KSFO got ground control. He just turned on. Yep, 6 minutes ago. So we could probably make a flight from San Francisco to KSAN or to KLAX. To be honest, I don't want to be here forever, but low key, I think I'm gonna do it. I don't really usually fly that far. If you're just tuning in, welcome. But I think we should probably try that KSFO to KSAN. Let me see how long that's gonna take. I'm gonna put it into sim brief real fast. So let's see if we go to sim brief. So we got my save flight, and then we're gonna go and click new flight. I just want to see real fast like how long that's gonna take, like schedule block time. So let's change that to KSFO to KSUN. Oh, just 10 more minutes? Okay, let's do it. Because at first KLAX to KSFO was an hour 30, but it looks like KSFO to KSUN is going to be literally like what, just 10 minutes more. Actually, I think I put in the stream that we're gonna go to KLX. So let's just stick to what we have. Let's just do KLAX to KSUN because I don't want to start changing things again to KSFO. I mean, all right, and we're gonna be, and I searched this earlier. We're gonna be Delta 2272. So if we just do KLAX to KSUN, no, keep saying KSUN, KSFO. Let's see what's available. So I, for right now, flying Delta only. And there it is, Delta 2272. I definitely need my pen and pencil. That's for sure. Let me get that ready because, ATC. We're going to be flying with ATC today. All right. So we're going to be DAL 2272. And we're going to be at gate 24. Okay, that should be about all we need. And arrival will be gate C11, but we'll see what ATC tells us at that time. All right, so we should be good to go. Let's just go ahead and punch that all in. So I'm gonna go ahead and punch it into KLAX. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. So we're going to be flying with the A320, the Phoenix plane, the CFM. Yep. Hour 30. Yep. Yep. And all that looks good. So let's generate the flight. And I'm going to hop back onto flight sim in a few. All right. So we should be good. And looks like, okay, perfect. All right. I'm excited for this for sure. So we're going to start off from KLAX. You know what, guys? I said I wasn't going to do it. But it only makes sense to change it to KSFO to KSAN. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to KSFO to KSAN. Can I change? I'm sure I can. I'm sure I could change the stream name. I'll figure it out later. But yeah, I do want to change it just because both sides has ATC. Let me see if I can change it real fast. Give me 1 second, guys. Just because it has ATC on both sides, I'd rather just put my reps in right now. Let's see. Your videos. Live. Edit title. Perfect. So we're going to do KSF. No, we're going to do actually KSAN to. Maybe we should. Yeah. You know what? We'll do KSAN to KSFO. Actually, it should probably be the other way around because KSFO has ground. So we're going to go the other way around. KSFO to KSAN. Let's do that. Boom. All right. So everything should update on that side. So we're going to change that to KSFO to KSAN. So a lot of things should change. So KSAN is San Diego, and then obviously KSFO is San Francisco, in case anybody's wondering. Okay, so that changes a little bit, but we'll still keep our plane as Delta 2272. I better memorize that. And my bad too if my voice sounds a little hoarse. I don't know what is going on. I think it's the weather. So I was saying earlier, I did a lot of studying. I just want to get really good at it. I know we're not getting paid for this and it's just a game, but it's really a simulator, you know? That's why I find it hard to believe that it's a game. So definitely want to get on this. I made my lights red because we're going to be flying Delta Airlines. So let's go ahead and hop. I think I went ahead and let's just go ahead and pre-file everything inside too. Pre-file. Vatsim. So I'm almost done, guys. And then I'm going to fly right on over. All right. So give me 1 second while I file this thing on the Vatsim network. I got my little cheat sheets ready. Definitely going to need that. All right. So we're going to Delta 2272. Yep. KSFO. Yep. File plan. Perfect. All righty. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Let me know when you're tuning in from. Last time I had some people from India, locally in California, and I think the other one was Arizona. So yeah, let me go ahead and put my phone on Do Not Disturb as well. All right. So it looks like we filed it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on V Pilot real fast. And then we're going to go ahead and turn on. Okay, so there it is. So we're on Flight Sim now. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go to. Actually, let's go ahead and load our flight thing here. Perfecto. All right, so we're going to be on. So we're going to go to KSFO. Let's exit that out. KSFO. And we're going to be on runway. Actually, we're going to be on gate 24. Actually, hold on. I'm going to have to change that because we are going to. Let's see here. we're going to change the gate because we did change the airports. So KSAN. Huh. So it looks like they don't really have Delta Airlines flying all the way down there. Okay, whatever. We'll just steal one of the gates from somewhere else. So gate Delta 4. We'll steal that. Gate Delta 4. And then arrival was gate 5. All right, perfect. Let's do it. All right. So let's go here and let's find Delta 4. There it is. So it's a small gate. I guess we're going to have to do that. Small gate. Delta 4. Yep. Okay. So we have Delta 4. Stop clicking. All right. And we're going to start the flight. I'm excited for this, guys. So we're going to be Delta 2272, gate Delta 4. And we're going to be going from KSFO to KSAN. What's good, gang? Thanks for tuning in. So yes, obviously it's going to be a night flight. Oh yeah, I set all my ooh, what the hell? We didn't even start streaming and it's already messing up. I'm gonna just get in the plane. But yes, I set all my keyframes now to kind of go inside the plane. So this should be really, really fun. Yeah, that is so annoying. We'd even turn on the plane in ATCs. I try to turn this off, but for some reason, it keeps staying on. Let me see if I could do it again. It's the most annoying thing. I literally went inside my settings and it still does it. Hold on real quick, guys. I don't understand why the hell, like literally ATC off. I don't know how many times I got to turn it off. Like, ah! All right, we're just going to have to change the channel or something. All right. For right now, though, let's connect. And we're going to be DAL 2272. It's going to be an Airbus A320 and connect. Perfect. We are on San Francisco ground. We do have ground. And we do. I hate when they send us the acres like that. Seriously. Like, come on, man. I wanted to chat with somebody. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and turn on the plane battery. So dark. So like I said, I'm going to be referencing a lot of my notes today. I already have flown a dozen times with the Airbus A320, but I kind of learned from a real pilot. So I'm just going to be referencing my notes a lot. So first thing here is we're going to check that engines is off. And if you look at my little, let me see if I can pick it up. I'm already failing. You see that? It's already on toga. So we're going to put all this down. I'm going to, damn, bro. I wish this thing could shut the hell up. Let's do that. Let's see. Hopefully that works. Okay. So I'm going to make sure engine is off. Norm. The switch is on norm. Weather. We're going to make sure the weather panel right here is on cal. Auto. And then we have off. I swear this thing is going to drive me nuts. Let's just tune away real fast and see if that does anything for us. Okay. Rudder trim. 0. Parking brake. Yep. It should be back here. So that's on. All right. And then flaps retracted. Yep. And then we have this guy. Needs to be armed. I got armed. Thank you. And then thrust levers on idle. Thrust levers on idle. And then we have gear lever is down. All right. And wipers is off. Perfect. So we turned on the batteries already. Let's make sure battery packs is around 25. Let's make sure it's about 25. So yep, we're good there. Let's go ahead and adjust our lights in here. It's a little bit dark. So the light's going to be here for now. And then we're going to... So for right now, I'm going to turn off ATC just so we're not bombarded in our ears. Okay. So all of these should turn on. Okay, cool. Okay, sweet. All right, we got all our lights. And if we wanted the lights here too, we can. There it is, dashboard lights. And this is going to be more for this area. And if we wanted the floods just so that could go. Perfect. All right. We can make make the screens a little bit brighter on both ends. Let's go ahead and do that. Love it. Doing good. All right. So next, we're going to go ahead and turn on the overhead panels. And we're going to go from left to bottom, from left to right, bottom up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn on the crew supply. I'm just trying to go in order. And we turned on the ground, which is here. And I'm going to do a CVR test. Okay, so that looks like it's good. And then, you know, if we wanted, something he said was you could turn off the loudspeaker altogether. I think both sides probably has it, right? Yeah. And then try the test. So it looks like it's the same tone. Yep, but we're going to turn it back on. Just so we don't mess up or anything. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's good. We could probably skip that next time. All right, so we got all that. And then we're going to turn on the ADRSs. We got 1, we got 2, and we got 3. Perfect. So all this stuff I usually know because I do down up, but we're just going to go ahead and follow instructions just so I can memorize some new things. All right, so we're going to go in the middle. So apparently you go on auto, not on yet. We go for the strobe and then wings. We could go on, nav 1. Perfect. And these we're going to leave for now, which we do know. Right now it is above, TAT is above 8, it's about above 10. So we're going to leave anti-ice out of this. And then cabin pressure, which should all be up here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn on the no smoking. We're going to arm that. And the wings, all this we'll leave alone for now. Packs we'll leave alone for now. All this we'll leave alone. Perfect. Okay, and then a fuel panel we did on that. Okay, cargo, flight control, audio, perfect. All right, so now we could do the APU test. So it's just about what I've been doing. Yep. Let's go ahead and check Then make sure everything is working. Yep, so we could see right there on the dash cam. So it's all working. Perfect. All right, so that's good. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on that. We're gonna wait about 3 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. That is definitely longer than 3 seconds. And then eval. So we should see the APU start off here. And then we'll turn on the bleed later on. We could check the maintenance panel if there's any kind of, if any of the switches are essentially plugged out. Nope. So we should be good to go. All right. So we're going to ignore everything else there, and then we're going to start the ground services. Perfecto. What? A fault detected? Oh, hopefully not. Okay, if it comes again, I'll just do it again. I don't know why I'm having that issue now, like all of a sudden. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and import our scene brief. So we got, yikes, we're already 8 minutes above our time. Did we really waste that much time? Hopefully this is the right flight plan. It is. Well, I should have redone it, because yeah, we're gonna need more time than that for sure. Okay, so all right, so we're good there. And then we're gonna go ahead and start our ground services. All right, so we're going to load our aircraft. And we're going to we'll go fast. And it looks like we're loading up. Let's see how many people we're gonna be flying with. This thing is moving so slow. So we're gonna have about 164, cargo 5.4, payload 34.3. Okay, and then the fuel block. Fuel block is about 13,000. Okay. So hopefully that's what gets loaded. Let's just go ahead and make sure. Yep, there it is, 13. So, yep. So we're boarding already. I would use GSX, but I think today we're going to skip that in terms of, seeing people come in and all that, because we got to get this going. All right. So while that's going, we're going to go ahead and prep the FMS here. So I'm new to the Phoenix plane. I've been flying the fly-by-wire. So there are some new things here. So I know we got to click the MCDU, and then we'll click ATSU, and then AOC, and then there's, I think it's flight initial. Yep, there it is. So this is one. And then from there, we're going to jump over to the data. Yep, that should be it. I'm going to jump over to data and just make sure that everything is right. I believe it was, nope, not that one. Actually, no, it's still in here. There it is. Damn. Is that right? Active nav database? I feel like it should be sooner than that. We're shooting this in September. But we could look at that later. I could put that in one of my notes for later. Okay, so we got nav data. Okay, and then we got init page. I'm gonna go ahead and request that. So it should show KSFO to KSAN, perfect. And we're gonna be flight number DAL2272. Just confirming DAL2. Did I say 722? 2272. Let's just make sure. Yep, 2272. Okay. Let's put that in. Cost index is going to be 12. Flight 350. So about 42 is the temperature up there. Let's just confirm. I believe it's going to be okay, we'll just take that. So ground temps about 18. Perfect. I think we should be good with this init page. So we'll come back there. So DIF is the flight plan, and we're going to be doing one left, and it's going to be the S65 Young imports, and we're going to be doing KSAN runway 27. Huh. They gotta have a ILX. So it looks like they don't have an ILS, maybe. Okay. There's no way. I think I've definitely flown into Case San Diego, but we'll see. It's gonna be Comics 2. Transition LAX. Insert. If there's no ILS, then we'll just Frankenstein it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, let's just confirm. I like to just get it over with now. That everything looks fine. So we'll have it like this. Let's go from the top. So we're going to go KSFO. Let's make sure that matches our chart. Yep, KSFO. Going to go out port. And the last one is going to be, the last waypoint is, so there goes Young. So we have LAX. And then from LAX, we're going to be starting the approach. And that's going to start with Marvel, Spider. We have Gambit. And I guess there's going to be a flight discontinuity. Yep, there it is. So it looks like when we get there, we'll probably get vectors in, or we'll just get our own approach. We'll see. Okay. So that ought to do it. So we'll figure it out when we get there. But it doesn't look like there's ILS over there. So, but we'll figure it out. All right. So for right now, we'll leave it like that. So our initial climb looks like it's 520. And we need to get to 10,000. Or below 10,000, actually. All right, it's climbing left. All right, cool. So we're going to go ahead and tune about 10,000. 10. And that should last us all the way. Actually, we're going to go a little below 10,000. So let's just put 9,000 there. All right. So that ought to do it. So we got that in. Okay, is the fueling done? Yep, it is done. So let's go ahead and see what fueling looks like. Okay, it looks like everything has been loaded according to plan, and we got the zero fuel weight and everything. Perfect. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna steal my co-pilot's thing here, and then we're gonna go to this, receive messages. Okay, and then this should be the new load sheet. All right. Yeah, yep. That looks good. Yep. All right, zero fuel weight. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and punch that in. We got 131.4 slash 32. Looks like I put 2 periods there. All right. Okay, perfect. And then divided by 32.7. That goes there. And then for the block, I'm just going to round it up to 3.3. Let's see what the machine does. But it should say something like 13.2, hopefully. If not, then we'll just punch that in ourselves. So yeah, that's way too high. They're going to go 13.2. Actually, I'm going to go 13.3 actually. Okay, perfect. All right. So we have a zero fuel weight 131.4 over 32.7 and block 13.3. Everything looks fine here. Route. So this, I'll just let the computer do its thing. All right, takeoff weight. And we looks like we're gonna have extra fuel, about 5.6. So let's see how true that's going to be when the time comes. So cargo and everything has been filled. So we're gonna go ahead and click accept. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and, so we are supposed to go in here, but I'll just copy this for now and we'll just leave this alone just in case we're gonna need it later. And then we're gonna have the rad nav. So with the rad nav, I really don't need to worry about this for now. I think I'm gonna be fine without it because, there we go. Let's see here. We don't need it with the takeoff here, but I do see later on we're gonna need it for KLAX. So I could probably dial that now or later. It doesn't really matter because I'm not gonna be using it. So yeah, so we'll worry about that later. So we got that. And then we have, I'm definitely sticking to my checklist here, block. And then we're going to compare the MCDU tow takeoff weight, 144, and versus what we have here on the load sheet. $144. Okay. So yeah, I think we're really good. We basically hit it on the nail. All right. So we did the calculations right. And okay, we got that. And then now we're going to go ahead and calculate our performance, which should be fairly straightforward, especially with the Phoenix plane. Departure, they're gonna load this 144. That looks good. Weather is live. That looks good. Calculate. Send to MCDU. Cool. Everything looks like it's here. 135, 135, 38. Oh, we're doing flaps 3. Really? Interesting. Okay. Looks like we're doing flaps 3. It is. All right. And then we're going to check on the thrust. So roughly, so if I remember correctly, for what we're trying to do, it falls around, you know what, I'm going to skip this part just because I don't remember what it is I'm supposed to do with that. But we're good. I know that it's right. Okay. So that's good right there. So now what we're going to do is go to the progress page. Just make sure we see high accuracy. Yep. GPS summary. Yep. And then if we wanted to, we could add the departure KSAN 27 in here. And that's just going to help us in case of rejective takeoff, kind of know how far we have went out. Okay. So that should last us for now. All right. So I know everybody's in already. So we're almost out of here. So now what we're going to do is make sure our flight director is on. That's on. That's on. Our barometer. I don't know why it keeps defaulting to the old one. So I got to write that down in broad. I don't know why it keeps defaulting to that. And antennas, actually. And antennas. So I'm going to nerd out later and figure out how to fix that. Okay, so we're going to go to my settings real fast. And just switch this over to, so we do want this, and we do want that, and we want American. There you go. So this is now here. Can make that super bright. Okay, looks like we have no messages on that. Okay, so that's good. And what we're gonna do now is just dial in the barometer, which should be on. Actually, I'm gonna use what ATC sent us. So let's see if they have it here. So I actually don't see it on what they sent us. So I am going to refer to the ATIS on vPilot. Double click it. So we have information Quebec. I haven't seen that in a while. So info is Quebec. So I'm going to go ahead and write out craft. So we're going to go to KSAN. And we're going to be going with the S6 departure. S6 departure 5. And initial altitude. Let's go ahead and check what they said here. Altitude 350. And I think the frequency is going to be 120.5 when the time comes. And then transponder we have is Squawk 1760. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and dial all this in right now. Actually, looks like we got the wrong departure frequency. It's 135.100. Okay, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and double check with the ATIS that we have everything right. So Q9er, where is the, so so the plane is using 28 left. Is that what we have? Departure frequency 1 left. Okay, perfect. We're good. 29er It's a QNH. 29er 3. All right. Two niner 3. Let's go ahead and dial all these in. And 29er 3. Okay, and we're gonna make sure everything is right. We're gonna go from there to down. Just gonna keep that on this. Performance, we've already done. That should have been the last thing. And then we're gonna dial the frequency right now for ground. So we're gonna might start hearing some chatter. Okay, and that's in. PA is on. Okay, PA is on now. And we're gonna go ahead and make sure all this is good. All right, we're going to come back to this. Tilt 5, We're gonna come back to check all that. Speed brace is disarmed. The ECAM, we should be fine. What's going on, guys? I'm locked in right now because I learned a lot of things today from a real pilot. YouTube channel is A320 Driver. Shout out to him. So he has a really nice tutorial. I think it's 17 videos, 15, 16, 15 to 17 videos. And honestly, like it's just A1. I've been flying dozens of times, but I wanted to do it more right. So I learned a lot of things from him. So I definitely recommend you guys go watch him. I even donated because it was so good. All right, so that's in. So we got everything good. We got brake pressure. It looks like it's on, and then A skid is on. We got the frequencies. We're gonna go ahead and type in our squawk, which is gonna be 176. Oops, it's gonna be 1760. So all this is good. All this is good. All this is good. 1760. We're gonna switch that later. Okay, and da 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 da. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the bleed because we're gonna get ready to get out of here. All right, this is generally where I'll do the announcements, but no need to do announcements. So we're gonna get the IFR clearance right now. May not need to just because they already sent us the acres, but let's go ahead and try it. And we got our little cheat sheet here, and we're gonna say San Francisco ground, good evening, Delta 2272, and Airbus A320 we're at Delta 4. So yeah, at Delta 4 with information Quebec, and we're gonna say 29er 3, requesting IFR clearance to you gotta know where you're going. I have a brain fart. KSAN. So that's San Diego. Here we go. San Francisco ground, good evening. Delta 2272 and Airbus A320 at Delta 4 with information Quebec 29er 3, requesting IFR clearance to San Diego. I do, roger that. Should I call also for push or is that discretion? I'm sorry, you were chopping off there a little bit, Delta 2272. Squawk 5 Alpha and stay clear of taxi Alpha. To be honest, I don't know what the hell he said. Let's just go ahead and check outside, see potentially what he's saying. If you guys heard it, then let me know. RL Edits, my homies here. What's good, bro? All right. I don't really know what he said there, but that's fine. All right. Yeah, bro. I'm working on my setup. I'm trying to make it better. I'm getting better lighting tomorrow. I am using my YouTube light right now, but it kind of bleeds everywhere, so it's really bright. But I'm gonna get some lights just to come to my face tomorrow. I'll probably drive all the way down to Micro Center. All right. So we got the clearance. So he said we can move back at our own will. So we'll worry about that later. All right. So we got the IFR clearance. TCAS. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Yo, you created the Discord, right? Something like that? RL edits. Okay, so we're gonna call for taxi. Cause I'm like, I did not hear what the other guy said, to be honest. All right. So we got that. We're gonna go ahead and turn this on, and then we're gonna put this on TRRA. And then I like to just keep this on all. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but whatever it is, let's do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and turn some of these lights. Oh no, you guys could stay there. Let's go ahead and turn some of these lights down. Yo, did you? I probably shouldn't say this over a stream, but RL edits. Did you transfer the admin? Because I saw some weird things popping up on mine. Okay, we haven't gotten that control thing right. So we're doing. I think we're 34 minutes over time, but it's okay because I don't know why it's usually 30 minutes. So we should have been just like 40 minutes past our time, but whatever it is, we're good. All right. So we're good here. I'm gonna go ahead and dim some of the lights just for us to get. You know what? I'm gonna turn that back on. I'm gonna need to see. All right. So we got that, got all reporting, and then we're gonna do our final checks. We're gonna do takeoff, speed show on PFD. Let's make sure we see that. Yep, PFD, and then windows are closed. Do we see the red dot? Yep. And then we're gonna do parking brakes are on. Want to make sure. Yep, they are on. All right, so let's go ahead and turn on the beacon because we're gonna. I don't know what the hell that was. But yes, beacon is on. And then we're gonna. Oh, I could swear that guy was in there. Okay. Love it. Love that you guys are ready for pushback. All right. Meanwhile, let's just make sure we do our engine fire tests. We're good. Next. Love it. Bypass pin inserted. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and. So we checked all that. Let's turn off the fuel pumps. I always forget to do that for some weird reason. And we already got our pushback clearance. You still talking to me? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and switch this to ignition start. So if you didn't see that, I'm going to just go like that real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and push back. So let's go ahead and tell GXX. What are we waiting for? Looks like we're going to be pushing. So the obvious thing is to push with the nose to the right. So here we go. Releasing parking brakes. Commencing push. Let's do it. Perfect. So we're going to start off with engine number 2. And here we go. Whenever it decides to start. There we go. That's taking a while for some weird reason. Just making sure that it's turning on. Look at that beautiful Airbus. Yo, GSX has come a long way. It was never this good. Look at that. So clean. Finally, it follows the line. Ew, what is that guides doing there? I don't know how many times I've turned that thing off. It'd be nice if they had screens. Okay. Okay, guys. So while the announcements is going on, I know I could turn it off, but I'd love to hear it. Let's go ahead and do our flight control check. Engine 2. Starting now. Definitely was late on that one. All right, we're going to go left. Looks good. Gonna go right. Looks good. Gonna go down. Good. Gonna go up. Good. Rudder right. Good. A little slow on the controls, but it's all good. Rudder left. Good. Okay. So we already got our information here. We're gonna go on. We're gonna be on one left. GSX. I don't know what else you want me to say. Yeah. I don't know what GSX wants me to say. So let's see where one left is. Oh, we're not far from one left. So we're likely going to go on Alpha, Mike 1. Looks like we might be going Alpha, Mike 1 for taxi. That's what I'm expecting. Alpha, Mike 1. Oh, stay clear of 5A, 5B. That's probably what he said earlier. I got to take off this floor, whatever, assistance. I'll figure out how to turn that off again. All right. So I'm going to get the other frequency ready. $120, $500. Okay, so it looks like all the engines are good. So we're going to go ahead and Let me speed this up. We're definitely way past our time. So it should be good there. All right, so we're gonna take this back on norm. We're gonna go flaps 3. Crazy that we're going flaps 3. Let's go ahead and watch the flaps go down. Look at that. That looks so nice. All right. When you get all your controls ready, like, honestly, it just makes the game really fun. Okay. APUs are off. And ground spoilers are armed. All right. And then we're going to do takeoff config. Okay. Signs. These are all good. And you go ahead and take on that. Definitely seatbelt should have came on. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this started. All right. Let's get taxi. San Francisco ground, Delta 2272, ready for taxi. Follow the Airbus in front at Alpha Hotel Bravo Mike 1. Taxi behind, Delta 2272. Okay, here we go. Let's put a little bit of juice. What is going on with... Uh-oh. I better not be having issues. What's... Yeah, this is why I don't like using GSX. Why are you guys there? I'm gonna hit restart. I'm not sure how to tell them to get the hell out of here. Let's do this and then do it like this. Did that get rid of them? No, it didn't. Damn. I don't know what's going on. Damn. I hope this doesn't mess us up. San Francisco ground, Delta 2272. I'm having issues with GSX. It's not disconnecting for some reason, so I'm going to delay a little bit. Roger, Delta 2272. Damn. Why the hell is this here? Let's see. Let's see what happens if I try to connect. Ah! This is just holding us back. Maybe. Why am I sweating? Let me turn on the AC. Okay, so we have. Yeah, I don't know why it's not. Am I supposed to point at him or something? Dude, this is why I don't like using GSX sometimes. Seriously. All right, so I might have to hop on ChatGPT real fast and see what the hell is going on. Should be a way to like restart. There it is. All right, let's see. Let's just move a little bit to see if it works. Okay, we're moving. Okay, that's good. Woo, we figured it out. Okay, let's put that on there. All right. San Francisco ground Delta 2272. I fixed the issue. I am now ready for taxi. Taxi Alpha Hotel Bravo Mike 1 for runway 1 left. Delta 2272. Okay, what was that? I think it was this. All right. Cool. Let us get out of here. Finally. Horizon is in here. Bro, we missed each other so much. we were supposed to fly together. Let's go on Max. Looks like we got a company message too. Definitely would check that later. He said I got a shower and I have all night after that. Well, shoot. I don't know if I have all night, but this should be a pretty long flight. But I am super down. Oh, let's definitely make sure we're following instructions. Not that stupid arrow. So we're gonna go Alpha. There it is. So we're actually making a right. I'm so glad I remember that. The whole gang is here today. So let's. So I'm working on. Trying to find that middle ground. Okay, we're approaching hotel. Oh, that's why. This should be hotel right here. Yep, hotel. It's all good, bro. We're all locked in. Hotel. And then Bravo is make a right in here. It should be Bravo. Speed up a little bit. Okay, so mic 1 is right here. Contact tower Delta 2272. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be contacting tower for our takeoff clearance. So before we talk to tower, let's just make sure or not. Clear for takeoff, Delta 2272. All right. Runway 1 left, Delta 2272. Sorry about that. Okay, we're cleared for takeoff. Let's go ahead and turn our lights on. Strobe on. This guy's on. And that should do it for us. Got the taxi lights. Come on, speed up a bit. We got no other messages. Okay. Strobe on. Clearance. After clearance, we got that. Packs, no need. Okay. And here comes the takeoff. I could definitely move a lot faster next time. Okay. We're good to go. We're going to go 50. Go face down a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Manflex. Manflex 63, climb, SRS, nav, auto thrust, 100, V1, rotate. Oh, it's waking up a little bit, 15 degrees, come on. I was a little tough there. Get out of here. Yo, I cannot see my PFD. Frequency change approved, Delta 2272. Thank you for the help. Okay. All right, flaps up. Autopilot is on. Okay, looks like we got a strong climb here. Yo, what is going on? It's kind of aggressive. So here comes the turn. We should be turning left. So I can't believe I forgot gear up. So we should be good though. That's definitely was holding us back. Okay, autopilot is turning back on. Okay, it looks like autopilot is a little bit mad at us. So I'm gonna take over real fast and then we will re-engage it. There we go. Autopilot is happy with us again. Okay, no need for anti-ice since we are good. A little foggy. Look at, you ain't even doing nothing. Okay, so we're good. Looks like now we're approaching. How could I forget to put my constraints? Man, I really got to do this checklist. Okay, approaching 10,000. About halfway there. All right, let's do our after takeoff checklist. Spoilers are up. Let's go ahead and arm this guy. Yep, already armed. Spoiler, we're going to go ahead and disarm it. And this is all good. This is all good. Everybody's good. All right. And now we're just going to go ahead at 10,000. Turn off some of these lights. Whoo. How am I doing, guys? I think I'm doing good. See a little flight progress. Let's look outside real fast. Look at that. Why does it sound like the engine's dying? Oh, that's nice. Get out of here. What is this stupid message? I think it's stuck. Ah, Flight Sim, I wish they could just get things right. So I don't use Flight Sim ATC, but I'm just trying to get rid of that. I was just trying to get rid of that stupid message down there. Okay, here's what we'll do. I know what to do. We'll just turn that down. Look at those views, guys. These views are crazy. All right, let's go back. They got Starbucks. I know there's another light up here. There it is. This is the one for, yep. Horizon is back. That's the quickest shower. I hope you actually took a shower. My man just splatted 2 pieces, droplets of water and called it a day. You literally said you were about to take a shower. And then all of a sudden you're back. Did you even turn on the water, bro? All right, we are good. So far, We have no center or approach here. All right, so we are, just go ahead and read the SID just to make sure we're following procedure. Climb on heading 014, which we did, to 520, then climbing left, then direct to S-stick, then climbing left, turn direct to cross Porte at or below 1000, 10. So yes, you use soap. All right, as long as you use soap. So yeah, we have then we're going to transition. So we're going to maintain level 190. Expect flight altitude 10 minutes after departure. So it looks like we're going to be heading to 190 after. Actually, that restriction is gone. So let's go ahead and go 190. I'm going to go ahead and push in. We passed the restriction a while ago, actually. And then from there, we could do our file transition. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and get that going. They said the water gets hot faster. Bro, I think anywhere hot water doesn't pass like 2-3 minutes. And I've lived in the hood before, maybe 5 minutes max. And that's the whole time you took a shower. But hey, I'm not judging. Cause you know what? Sometimes the wifey be like, yo, did you even turn on the water? And I'm like, yeah. So I get it. You know? I totally get it. Yo, this ATC message keeps showing up down here. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying. Whatever. We'll leave it on for now. We did have a company message earlier. Let's see what that message was. I already accepted this though. I'm just going to leave that alone. Okay, we're at Foley. Foley. So we're going to go ahead and push. Check my little thing here. Might be able to push up already. Yeah, so we should actually be. Go to 20. We'll go to 29,000. Might be able to actually push up to 350 now. Okay, and now we're climbing. We have passed transition altitude and 10 feet. So yeah, these guys could go down. It's kind of late on those. Let's just make sure that nothing is here. Yeah, bro. Find out how to connect flights because I don't know how to do it, but I've seen people do it for sure. All right, past the transition altitude. So we're gonna switch to standard. There's no need for, so we could turn on the anti-ice here because we're a little below. Why is there a borough reference discrepancy? There's nothing to put in yet. Multiplayer option. Okay. Yeah, we could. So I mean, I'm already mid-flight, but let's see how things go after. According to this, we're not landing for another, to be honest, for another hour. So should probably hang tight or make a flight because right now it says we'll be landing about 5:18 Zulu, and right now it's 4:19 Zulu. So that's about an hour. So you could kind of practice, take a flight or something. I'm gonna turn on the anti-ice. Okay. To be honest, I don't know how to get rid of that. Oh shit. What did I just do? I mistakenly hit F and the plane sounds like it wants to fall. But hopefully that's nothing. Oh, that's what it is. Dude, gotta be careful. Excuse my language, guys. I do not curse, but that one got me. So that's what it was. It's just on the, I keep forgetting there's two sides. What are you doing here? You don't even do anything. Nah, I thought I was about to crash, but so whatever you do, don't hit Shift F. So I got to be careful because that's the key right next to D to move left and right. There are people in the cabin? Okay, not this time. Alrighty. So we're doing good. We're heading to Libo. Libo should be around 328 by the time we get to Libo. And yeah, everything looks good so far. All right. We're heading to 350 flight level. I turn on the anti-ice for now because right now TAT is pretty low. So while this is going on, let's go ahead and do some checks. Let's go ahead and check the eCam pages here. So fuel. So we had more fuel on the right side used, and that's potentially because I started the engine on 2 first. And but oil and everything looks good. It says ice not detected. Well, damn. So we're just gonna turn it off since it says no ice detected. All right. Next, so we got the bleed. Bleeds look okay so far. And cabin pressure. So about 141. And looks like there's no leaks or anything. Kahoot? What's that? I've heard that before. What do you mean you on? I know you're on Xbox, but what don't you have to worry about? And electrics. Looks like we're doing good here. Got the batteries are pretty good. And would have been nice if this thing had messages. Okay. So yep, we're good there. Hydraulics. It's kind of low here. Should be on up here. But it looks like that's a little Phoenix glitch. Fuel looks about balanced on both sides, so I think we're doing good there. APU obviously is off, so we'll skip that. Cabin pressure. It's kind of hot in the cabin. Damn. I'm gonna turn on some AC. Let's see if that turns down. Let me put this over here. Oh, duh. Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, you don't gotta worry about the F button. I don't know how you play on an Xbox. I gotta see what that's like, to be honest. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. The doors are shut, obviously. PSI, cockpit, oxygen, 1800. That's about normal. Wheels are in. Yep, we're good here. Ailerons, pitch, everything is good. Everything is where it should be. I would say the left and right ailerons are a little bit off. So I'm not really sure what to say about that. Is my Discord open? It is. You said look at Discord. I'm on. Okay. Let me see here. I might need to create a new Discord before we go crazier. Oh, nice. So that's your controls, huh? That's a nice control. Wow. Thrustmaster. So Thrustmaster actually gave me their controls. I love this thing. I did a video on it. I do have the more rugged one, but I have to set it up, and I think I've been lazy. Okay, where are we at right now? We're approaching 350. So we're doing good, guys. I can't wait for you to get a PC. I won't lie. If I was KSAN, I probably would have hooked you up. You're a good dude. But I'm not guys not. So for right now, we just got to deal with it. All right. So where we at? So right now we're gonna do some cruise checks. I think we were over here, and I totally forgot to check the rest. So we did the engine check. Oh yeah, we did. No, actually we did it all. Flight control. Everything is normal. I'm gonna hold this for to see if there's any recalls. Yep, everything is normal. Okay. So we're good. All right, we're not at cruise altitude yet. We're about 5 degrees going up, so we could go ahead and turn off the seat belts, have people walk around, and we'll probably go ahead and see if there was any wind changes. Go ahead and uplink that. All right, so that's done. Okay, so for right now, we're cruising. So we'll wait for us to cross the Young. We're about shy of about 31 nautical miles out to get there, and then we can see when we want to start preparing for descent. So your grades are good. Let me talk to you guys real fast. So yeah, what are you studying at or better yet, obviously you're in middle school. I think you said you're in middle school. So like what are you looking forward to do? Like are you trying to be a pilot? Just curious, like what are you thinking? Oh, looks like we have some new ATC over here. We're not really part of approach anymore, but let's go ahead and try that. So one thing I do want to know is like what to know if I'm still in a certain airspace. So like are we still in approach airspace or are we already in center airspace? I would think we're away from approach by now because we already passed. Well, technically we're still in approach. Okay, I think I get it. So technically we can hit them up, but we'll probably just leave it the way it is for now. And it says, let me look at my Discord. Damn, son. All A's. So let's see, social studies, science studies, English, maths. What's going on in math? Science. Damn, bro. You ready to go to Harvard? What kind of math is it? Is it like are we talking about like geometry? Wait, are we taking geometry in middle school? I don't remember. That might have been high school. But you're doing good. I'm actually like proud of you. I got kicked out of my middle school. I ended up being a serious student later. First of all, go charge your phone, please. But I ended up, yeah, being a bad kid, but that's only because of the environment. Not that I wanted to be a bad kid, but we ended up going to another district and I did better in life. Now we find planes. Pretty sure I could turn off those lights on the side. What? That's got to be the wing light. Let's see. It is. What kind of math is it though? All right, we have passed Youngin or whatever, and we're at 350. So we're doing pretty well for ourselves. So I like to kind of just get ahead of the curve. We're still pretty far away. We're about 149 nautical miles away from LAX, not the actual airport, but that waypoint. So I like to kind of just get ahead and know when I should start descending. So let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and check algebra. Yeah, algebra. So algebra, huh? I remember when I took algebra. Algebra wasn't too bad. All right. So it looks like the first restriction we have here is 190, but I always like to aim for the lower part. Yo, I better do good on this descent because descending and planning for descent always gets me. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this because our time is ticking. So we have 150 is what we're expected to. So between 19, let's plan this right. So we got planning. Whoa, what was that? Are we not? Oh, why isn't auto trust on? That's weird. Well, that is weird. Not sure why auto trust was off. I hope the whole time we were not off. But yeah, man, hopefully after he grades, you'll get your A's. Okay, I'm gonna focus real quick on getting to the proper flight levels. Okay, so it should be a there it is. There goes the restriction. That's gonna be at Legion, but I want us to go down to about 15. So let's see how long that's gonna take us. So if we do the math, we're gonna be coming from 35. I wish there was a calculator on this damn plane. All right, let me just do it here. So we take out our calculator. So we're going to be at 35 feet and we need to be at, I'll say let's go 17 feet, 17,000 feet, better yet. And then, so it's going to be about 18 we need to lose times 3. So roughly 54 nautical miles away, we should be able to drop that low. Okay. Let's see. And also, we can probably start requesting what the weather is like over at LAX. I keep saying LAX. At KSAN. Let's refresh that real fast. So we could wait till we get a little closer, then I can... Actually, we're just going to do it now. Because how far are we? Okay, we're in the range. I think we could do it now. ASU, that's the party school. All right. So let's go ahead and... Oh my God, it's supposed to be on Vatsim. Not no damn... Hold on. This needs to be on Vatsim. I forgot where to change that. I think it's in settings. You know what? It's not as important right now since we got what we need here. So we're just going to put that on Vatsim. So we got 299er3. Actually, give me 1 second. I want to see something. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so 299er3. So another thing we could do, if we wanted to be all technical with it, is we could actually request it from here. I think it's this, the MCD menu. Then we got ATSU. Then we got AOC. Hold on a second. There it goes. I think it's ATIS. Should be this. It may not actually be this. Weirdly, it's this. Yeah, it's this. Crazy. So KSAN. We'll compare it with what the EFB says. Okay, let's check our messages. Can we see it on this side? Come on. So it looks like that's not working for us, unfortunately. Come on, Phoenix. Let's try the other method. I am actually curious to see what happens if we click this. Oh, great. A little bit turbulent. Okay, we're cutting it a little bit close, so I think we need to start taking this a little bit more seriously. I don't know why it's stuck, but I think we should be able to just Frankenstein this. I already did the whip uplink. Did all that already. Let's see if it's going to restart for us. Okay, doesn't look like it's going to work. So we're going to just trust what this thing says. So 299er3. And we're going to verify the intercept. The problem is, let's see if there's still Vatsim. So I don't see KSNA. Oh, cool. KSAN is still there. Nice. All the KSAN guys are there actually. We just took off from KSFO. Yeah. So we should be mighty good. So all the guys are in there. We got approach, we got tower, we got ground. Love it. All right, let's check the aces here. Niner, niner, three. Should be two niner, niner, three. Is that what we have here? Yep. So I'm just gonna dial these in real fast. Okay, that's in. That's in as well. Let's make sure the other guy is in as well. Okay. So we got those in, 299 Just gonna verify our waypoints for the approach. So we're gonna be on Marvel. Yep. Spider. Okay, and there's gonna hopefully we get vectored by the time we get down there. If not, we're gonna have to Frankenstein something. But I'll get something on standby just in case. What's the runways in use? Landing runway 27, lock, RNAV, and Vias. So it looks like runway 27 is what's in use. All right, so I'm gonna just start putting in the information we need. And there it is. It's telling me to enter destination data as well. I always forget which one is the one that requires us to enter. Hmm. Runway 27. I think I'm gonna do a lock. I'm gonna do a lock 27 via LAX. Insert. Don't know why it says connect heading. Okay, let's go back a little bit. This is not good. Well, this is what I was looking for earlier. So let's just put all this stuff in. We got 2, 9er, 9er, 3. We need to actually start descending soon. Check here real fast just to make sure we're not off. So I still have 150. And according to our calculation, again, let me just confirm real fast. 35. Let me go back to the more conservative calculation. Minus 15, 20. And then 1 second, Horizon. I see you guys' message. So 20 times 3, we're going to do 60. So about 60 nautical miles out, which is coming up. We're going to start descending. I'm not sure why it's just not working out for me, but I think so. KSAN 27, I already put it in. That's where we're going, obviously. We have high accuracy. Let me go ahead and do my checklist real fast. Maybe that will help me. Flight pen, we did it. Progress, we're good there. Rad nav. So rad nav for sure we could adjust. We could do we could do 113.6 and VOR got 114.15 and the course is 122. And then we have 088 on this course right here. Hopefully that's right. Okay, we got that. Performance 350. About 14 nautical miles from top of descent, according to the computer here. And we're going to start descending. We're going to descend in about 260. So if I put, technically, if I put 15, 150 here, oh, it looks like we got center. Los Angeles Delta 2272 at 350. I see that you potentially spoke, but I can't hear anything. Los Angeles Center, Delta 2272. Do you mind speaking again? Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on. I did contact you. I hope it's not me. There we go. Now I can hear you. Delta 2272. Descend for the comics X2. Do you mind repeating the last part? Div 22272. There we go. Descend via the comics 2. Arrival and information. I believe it was Quebec. Information X-ray. Delta 2272. It's definitely information X-ray. Okay, guys, we need to start descending. I thought I did my calculations right. Okay, let's go ahead and I did the calculations right. I'm not sure why that was an issue there, but whatever. Squawk 7600. I can't change my squawk right now. All right, let's kind of. I think right now, according to this, we're not going to reach on time. We have about 40 nautical miles. Let's go ahead and calculate that real fast. I got to move a little faster. So we're at 31 minus, we need to get to 15. About 16 feet. We need about 48 nautical miles by the time we get to Lingen. So I think we should be fine. Let's see. It's the part that gets me all the damn time. It's going in. Okay, we've spent too much time trying to figure that out. Let's move on. Next phase. All right, information X. Again, it's 2994. Looks like it changed. Did it change? Yep. Looks like somebody's flying the wrong way. Okay, we're flying down pretty quick. So let's see, we're at 27 minus 15 times 3. Okay. We might be a little bit late. So we got about 20 nautical miles left. 27 minus So I'm gonna go ahead and move this down to even 12,000. Okay, let's go ahead and finish our descent here. So these guys don't do ILS. So it looks like our approach speed is going to be 137. And then our landing speed is 132. So just about. And the temps. Let's get the temps. Looks like everything changed. So 21. Looks like the win already was put in. Let's make sure the win is right though. Nope, the win is not right. 307. All right. Okay, so we're gonna have to definitely. So it looks like we're not going to make it. So we're gonna have to descend this down a little bit quicker. I'm gonna have to put in some speed brakes. I'm gonna go half. Just to slow down the plane more. Yeah, we're a little bit too high, so we definitely have to put speed brakes. I'm gonna go ahead and push this down to 9. So we should be good, according to this right here. Yep. Okay, let's do our final descent checks. So we got the METAR in. We did the calculations. We're gonna keep working on that. There's no ILS on this, so this should be pretty interesting. So, okay, we're not turning off. It looks like we're gonna have to slow down a bit, but the plane looks like we'll still be able to reach. So we're gonna be coming on, it's called Lida. So at Vita, we need to be at 4,000. And I think at Mado is 6,000 by then. So we could probably expect some vectors maybe when we go to approach. So we're going to go ahead and dial the approach frequency. Just get that ready. So it's either going to be the West one or the 128.05. All right. So while that's going, Rad nav. We already got all this in. Contact approach 119.6 Delta 2272. Damn, I can't hear nothing with these guys. San Diego approach Delta 2272 with you at 110. Kindly repeat that last approach. Zulu Krill 9 approach. I might have to fix the approach on my end. I have Comics X2 with the linded transition. Let me go ahead and update that. Okay, let me go ahead and check that. I might be able to get it. Delta 2272. San Diego approach Delta 2272. Just to repeat, that's the RNAV Zulu runway 27. Thank you. Go ahead and change that. Oh my freaking goodness. What does that mean? Select heading track first. It's not letting me empty it. Okay, so we're going to have to probably Frankenstein this. I hate to say it like that, but more likely have to do it. Okay, let's make sure everything else is fine. San Diego approach Delta 2272. I'm sorry, the system's not working for me here. I would like vectors, please. I'm sorry. Say that again. I'm still new on Vatsim. I'm sorry. Yes, localizer 27 runway approach. Descend and maintain 5,000 for the vectors runway 27 approach. Okay, I got somebody nice today. So it looks like we're doing good. We should be dropping speeds soon. Let me do my last checks. Cruise, descend. We did all that. Target approach. Approach. We're going to get ready for approach in a few. All right. I'm gonna have to figure out why that thing kept telling me put heading. All right, so we're at 110. All right. What the hell? Definitely did not hit that. Okay. Okay, let's go to the 10 degrees, Delta 2272. Descend and maintain 5,000. He said, bravo, what? So we're kind of far from the vertical deviation. Not by a lot. Well, it's kind of a lot, actually. Turn right 090. Copy that. Sorry about that. Delta 2272. I was wondering why he made me turn left. All right, we could go ahead and open the approach. It's gonna make us turn right. Turn right heading 180. Delta 2272. San Diego approach. Quick question. So earlier when you said 010, was I supposed to subtract 10 degrees from where I was at? Copy that. Thank you. Let's get tower ready. I realize I'm not even using my notes. Looks like Looks like I know a lot of this by heart. We're all the way down at this. No, we passed descent. So next one's going to be tower. Maintain 3,500. Please say the direction one more time. 240, Delta 2272. I got to remember things. He said there is an ILS, actually. I'm going to already activate our approach. Oops. I do have it in sight. Delta 2272. Cleared visual approach, runway 27. Unfortunately, we blew. I 100% agree with you, and I'm sorry about that. Delta 2272. Contact tower 118.3. Unfortunately, guys, we got scolded. I might have to do it like this. Whew, I got yelled at. Okay, we're going to have to do it like this. San Diego Tower, Delta 227, requesting clearance for landing on runway 27. Clear land, runway 27, Delta 2272. This is not how I would have wanted to land, guys, but I have to, unfortunately, do it like this. This is pretty steep. The good news is we still know how to fly. Relax. This might be a hard landing, but we'll be all good. Coming in really fast. Damn, this should be a misapproach, to be honest. Well, that's why you guys are with me with my journey. We still suck. Okay. Everything is good. We're all down. Come on. Flaps back. Woo. Contact ground 122.9er. Oh, come on. I don't think it gave me the right frequency. Los Angeles ground Delta 2272 requesting taxi instructions to gate. Taxi to gate via Bravo. Delta 2272. I think we wanted 16 Sierra. San Diego ground Delta 227. Should I grab any gate? Any gate on the south side. Delta 227. Well, I unfortunately didn't have my chart ready for 16D. Yo, guys, that was a tough one. Approaches, like I said, I spent so much time learning approaches. Approaches just get me. Can we take one of these gates? Let's take this one. I don't know. Like taking off and all that, it's so easy, but approaches just gets me all the time. So I'm gonna have to just keep practicing approaches and RNAV and all that stuff. Okay. Pissed off the autopilot for sure. Woo. All right. We have landed. Let's go ahead and do the after landing procedure. Parking brakes. Oh my freaking goodness. Parking brake is set. That's on. Let's go ahead and disarm. Let's go ahead and take that out. All right. APU bleed. We definitely didn't do that. But we don't need to do all that. We're done anyways. And we're just going to go ahead and turn everything off. definitely we didn't even turn on our runway light. You see, guys, I'm slipping. I'm just realizing. See, all this we're supposed to wait till later. Woo! All right, guys. Obviously, that didn't go too well towards the end. But that's the whole point of this stream. One day I'll get really good, and you guys would have seen all my journey. So I'm not gonna say we got yelled at, but we definitely got scolded. But I think it's good to get the scolding so we could always do better. I definitely um I definitely like did a lot of training. So we're better at reading and learning and practicing. But whenever you get on Vatsim, like, you feel this new stress. And I think I was learning a lot of the new things that I learned too. So that's also like an issue, but I think we're good. So we're just going to turn it off, all this. All right, that's good. External power, just turn off engine 1. And then we're going to turn off engine 2 as well. So everything's going to turn off because we didn't turn on the APU bleed or anything. And I think there's people definitely on the plane. Let's see if there's actually people on the plane. Yeah, you're late. Is the door actually coming? It is. That's cool. Let's see what happens. Is it actually going to come up? Does it look like it's coming up? That's cool. It's like, it probably saw there's nobody inside. So now there's people? There isn't. Yo, what if I just jump off? Let's try that. Oh, it's not even letting me. Oh, it's not letting me jump off. It is? It is? No, it won't let me jump off. All right, we're done. That's funny. Damn, man. I wish that was a cool flight. That was a long flight just to mess up at the end. All right, guys. So that's basically it for right now. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the great comments and the support. But yeah, we still got lots to learn. I think today was a good day though. For some reason, there's a lot of people in San Diego. They must have all know each other, maybe. I don't know. But there it is. So definitely going to be streaming again tomorrow morning. So definitely looking forward to that. And I think tomorrow morning will be more fun because there's more people and also, ew, why are you looking at me like that? It's going to be more fun because there's more people and also like we'll do the whole GSX thing. We did have a little GSX hiccup there. I'm not really sure what that was all about. But we also need to figure out the GSX thing. I like to take notes of all my improvements while flying. So that's kind of what I did. So we're getting there though. I eventually want this to be like second nature for me. So it's more fun. Right now it's just in stressful mode still. So but yeah, guys. All right. Thank you guys and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye guys.